Hello everybody and welcome back to This Week in Halo, the Halo video that catches you up with everything Halo related, and yes, that title is correct. Even more rumors of Halo not only going to PlayStation but even the Nintendo Switch 2, Halo 5 Guardians on PC, and Halo Infinite's newest update. All throughout last year there began to be whispers regarding Microsoft going multi-platform. Flagship titles that had been Xbox exclusive were now all potentially going to different platforms, and now that Phil Spencer has said there's no red lines, which means nothing's off the table, Halo on PlayStation seems like a very real possibility. So with that said, we've got a lot to talk about today Halo related. Let's get into it. So first up today, Halo Infinite has a brand new update. Operation Brute Force has launched onto the game and actually has two highly requested game modes within it. Castle Wars, the fan favorite custom game where each team has one base, you invade the enemy's base, you assault it, you steal the flag, you bring it back and score. Energy Sword to start, thanks to the Forge community. Yes, it is Forge made, and all the maps are from Forges. The only difference between this and Halo 5's version is that the Gravity Hammer is a power weapon and it only gets 3 swings. The main use of the special Gravity Hammer is like they were thinking of me, as you can do this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I went way too far. I thought this game mode was a lot of fun, but again, the skill-based matchmaking is still strict in it, which made me laugh because versing sweaty Castle Wars players optimally running flags with grapple hooks, it just goes against the nature of what the game mode is. I will say though, thanks to Forge as a whole, there's some fun scripted new features added to each of the maps. One is a gravity coil. When you throw it, it will remove the grapple hook from each player temporarily and it immobilizes them in no gravity. Another fusion coil will cause a black hole effect. It will spin everything around, just like the Void's tier weapon from Halo 5. There's even an upgraded repulsor equipment that can launch both players, vehicles, and any object on the map, including flags. Castle Wars is still a great addition nonetheless, and I think Halo Studios' plan in the coming weeks is Action Sack is also going to be coming out later on. Action Sack, if you don't know, is like a chill minigame like playlist, albeit in Halo 5 again, it did have very strict skill-based matchmaking for some reason, so we'll see what happens. Once Castle Wars has been out for a few weeks to a month, they'll integrate it into the new Action Sack playlist and they'll release that as a standalone playlist. We actually got the leaked art for it and it shows the Fall Guys mode, rockin' repulsors. I'd imagine the Snowball Fight game mode from Christmas will also be in there, and of course Castle Wars. Once it comes out, I'll cover it. The only other thing you need to know about this Halo Infinite update is in the exchange there's a few new returning pieces of armor. I didn't have them, so maybe you didn't either. The official armor set for the operation isn't too bad either, and the word on the street is next month's update is going to be a lot more substantial. So even though we get a new operation every month, Halo Studios are still doing the seasonal model of one major update every 3 months. So this is the last of the Christmas updates. We'll see what happens next month, but once again, Halo Forgers have carried. They've cooked everything and are responsible for all of the content in this update. Also, while we're on the topic of Forgers, check this out. Forge World from Halo Reach has launched on Halo Infinite. Yes, the fan favorite map from Halo Reach has made its return. It looks identical to the original. Even the jumps from the Halo Reach version are viable in this version too. Apparently the Forgers are also going to make all of the fun BTB Forge maps that were on this palette, so once they come out, I'll cover that too. Next up today, we have Halo on PlayStation, but not only that, apparently the Nintendo Switch 2. And when I say Nintendo Switch 2, I don't mean the Nintendo Switch as well, I mean the new Nintendo Switch, the second one that's coming out in future. These are all rumors and should be taken with a grain of salt, but it does raise some interesting questions on the strategy Halo Studios and Microsoft have for the Halo franchise moving forward. This particular piece of news was picked up by so many major news outlets, as the person who broke the information is the same person that actually predicted Microsoft was going to go multi-platform. It made Microsoft panic and then they had to show their hand. As we all know now, Microsoft has a new multi-platform strategy for business. They've shifted away from just doing consoles and instead they're focusing on making their games as accessible as possible instead of it just being a console hardware ecosystem. So Nate on his own podcast said that in 2025 both Halo and MCC and Flight Simulator will be releasing on PlayStation. They also said the Nintendo Switch 2, the new console, may have Halo as well. Now, PlayStation is one thing, but Nintendo Switch, we know that Microsoft and Nintendo have a very good working relationship at the moment, and Microsoft is also working currently on their own handheld device. The current Switch only runs at 30 FPS, but with Nintendo's new console on the way, a 60 FPS version of Halo MCC on the Switch 2, it isn't outside the realm of possibility. If you want my honest opinion on it, I love Xbox, I love the whole ecosystem, but I do love Halo more. If more people have the opportunity to experience the franchise I've grown up with, then that's awesome. In the big dump of information we got, Nate actually mentioned that Halo might be announced in a major Nintendo Direct conference, and that Microsoft's multi-platform plan for the future will become more apparent as time goes on. It truly is a new era for video games. Things are constantly changing and evolving, but I will say the opportunity for Halo MCC to have a large population again would be amazing. You also have to keep in mind that if there is a big release for Halo MCC again, we together on this channel can try to push and get those community features we all want to see added to Halo MCC. The modded custom games browser, the extra mod support. If there was ever a time we were going to get those features, it's if there's a major re-release of the game. In saying that, as a very quick side note, a Gears of War collection was also mentioned numerous times, so I figured that was worth me bringing up. In any case, Halo Studios are keeping their cards very close to their chest about this. It genuinely seems like the new way they're running the studio is to have as little communication about things as possible. Even the way that Serasia and other community members could see the new content that was being worked on that I share with you guys when they published their information has now been made private. If there's another way people can find out, I'm sure they will, but one of the easiest ways to see if a new update was coming to the game is gone. Next up, and keeping with the trend of Halo on new devices, Halo 5 Guardians on PC. This is something people have wanted for a very long time, and a new image has appeared, and whether it holds any weight or not, it's my job to keep you informed. So here we are. A new Lenovo handheld device will be releasing with a Steam operating system pre-installed. In the preview pictures, Halo 5 Guardian shows up, and guess what? It has a Steam logo. Does this mean we'll finally get the last game we want on PC? Honestly, I don't know. This image is legit and it's been floating around for a few days, but in my eyes, it might be an editing error with no real weight behind it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Halo 5 is coming to PC, and if it does happen, that would be amazing. The last thing I want to do is get anyone's hopes up, but I did need to bring it to everyone's attention. Halo 5 is an interesting title as I love the multiplayer, but I really don't enjoy the campaign. If the game did come to PC, however, and you were able to mod Halo 5's campaign, that would open up some interesting opportunities. Also, I could do some cool things with the campaign. It would be nice to have an uncapped frame rate and a nice field of view slider. If Microsoft ever released Halo 5 on PC officially, it would print them absolute bank, so much money. So again, time will tell. And that's it. That is this week in Halo. Lots happening, once again Halo related. It never seems to be a dull week with this franchise, and this year is shaping up to be very interesting. We know Halo Studios are working on multiple projects, we know Halo Infinite is going to be supported during that time, and we keep on hearing the same Halo on PlayStation, and now Nintendo Switch as well news over and over from different sources. What I want to hear from you guys is this: Halo going to PlayStation, a positive or a negative? Why? Why not? Leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think, but thank you all for watching, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.